so lucky to have Susan Beisowitz as our Secretary of State for many years, and I'm so glad to call you my friend, and you've served us so well through some tough transitions with the electronic voting machines and a lot of good things that your office did for us. So thank you, Susan, for everything. Speaking of passing over the keys, I'm going to pass over the microphone to Denise Barrow. She'll take it and say a few words.
Thank you. Wow, I can't believe I'm here. It was a long year, and absolutely Susan is right. I could not have done it without the second CD, and particularly the Quiet Corner. I've been running from the Quiet Corner for many, many years. This is the most astonishing and wonderful effort I have ever seen up here. Look around this room. I mean, it's taken us 4 years, and through the tireless efforts of Chris Pitts and Jordan Jacobs and Sherry Boat and so many others, we're here today. We've got to keep this energy going. It is phenomenal. I mean, you know, I know because I've been out on the stump, and a lot of people kind of are a little scared about Eastern Connecticut. You know, there's so many towns, and, you know, you've got to go to all these places, and you don't know where they are, and every time you have 3 different names, you know. And, you know, so it really is incredible that we've been able to do this, and I am so proud to be part of it. You know, I remember going to the fairgrounds, and, you know, it's built slowly. That's why we're good here. That's why we're the blue state. Personally, I just have to say I was so looking forward to that headline following Election Day that said, "Most expensive Senate loss in history." And that's why we're successful. I just see why just yesterday Rob Simmons was talking about how they're bemoaning the fact they don't have a field operation. They don't get out there and do what we do, which is get people out to vote. And there's a real synergy that goes on in a campaign. And I actually, besides just thanking you all, I have a specific little job to do today, and that's to talk about what I've learned and how I feel about the other people that have been on the ticket, particularly here in the Quiet Corner. You know, you have to be an incredible risk taker to go run for office. It takes a lot of guts to put yourself out there, and I learned it more than ever before. I have to tell you, you are out there statewide and you're shot constantly for the most ridiculous things you can imagine some of the time. And so I'm just here to say that I want to recognize all the people who ran from the Quiet Corner, but particularly those people that helped us form the synergy that we need for an entire top-to-bottom ticket. You know, when you're statewide, it's kind of high profile and everybody's talking about it. But where it really happens, I think, is the state reps and state senator level. Because, you know, I guess my heart will always be in the House. I've been there 17 years, I'm majority leader. And I know what it takes to run, but those are the people who actually get out there and, as Susan said, knock on the doors and actually talk to people. So particularly, I want to recognize here today Kathy Austin, Susan Eastwood, Joan Lewis, and Bill Loftus, because they supported us in a way that I think incredibly great campaigns. They were fantastic candidates. I was out there with all of them as well, and they have such gifts. And I'm hoping it's a building process. You know, I lost my first election. People don't remember this. I ran for Board of Education, and I lost my first election. And it just was sort of the beginning for me, because it takes a long time. But these are the people that are building our party here in the Quiet Corner. So I wanted to ask them to come up. We have certificates for them to recognize them, but to thank them. my friend Joan Lewis, because she and I have been through everything together. Those 11-hour public hearings, you know, in appropriations. She is a passionate fighter for her towns and her district. Very tenacious, only a majority leader can know. And so I just want to make sure I publicly thanked her. I'm going to miss her, although I won't be there either, so, you know, we can still hang out together. Thank you, Joan, very much. So, for the courageous race you ran for all of us in the Quiet Corner, we thank you. You lit the way for the Democratic victories across the state, and that is the truth. And by the way, we are calling this the Torch Award because these people lit the way for the campaigns. And that's, you know, as I say, from a statewide perspective, I learned that very, very passionately this time. Susan Eastwood. Susan ran the most amazing campaign. She is such a candidate. I mean, her experiences and her passion for the issues that she cares about are something we are not going to forget easily, and I know she's going to be back doing more things. And we're going to help her as much as we can. Austin, of course, has been a leader in Eastern Connecticut for many years, and she stepped up to the plate to run in an election that we could have left unfilled. And for that, we have a lot to thank you, because that particular seat needs to change one of these days. I understand Bill Loftus is on his way, but so we were a little quick here. But Sarah, his campaign manager, is here. Bill was new to this, and he just pitched right in. What a race he ran! And Sarah too. I saw them both frequently on the campaign trail. So on behalf of all of us, thank you. So let's keep going. I will do everything I can. I couldn't be more thrilled, and thank you to Susan for her kind words. Know that there was an event during the campaign where one of our own was recognized and actually got to meet the President of the United States. Now, we knew about it, but we were supposed to keep it very quiet, I remember. And there were all of these murmurings about, you know, we think that Chris Pitts is going to be going to this event, and we're not sure, but we think there's something going on. And we were very good. We didn't tell anybody much. But it was such a thrill to see him up there and being recognized for his extraordinary abilities in organizing this group. So this is Jordan. We have to give credit to Jordan for doing this. We took the wonderful picture that he got and we framed it for him. So here he is.
I really have nothing to say about that. It was a great honor to be asked to meet the president, and it was an honor because it was a recognition of what all of you do, not what I do. I am one of 1,000 hands that have been touching these campaigns, and I really appreciate every single person in this room for what you've done to help us make Democratic victories across the Quiet Corner, and I thank you.